Mark?
It was divine intervention.
There's more to come. The Western photography of Christopher Marona is next. It's a dramatic photograph of the American West, one the photographers call a happy accident.
It was a happy accident for me, maybe not so much for Rowdy, because the horses got away. And luckily for me, they came right at the camera.
It's just one of many stunning Western images.
This actually came out of a commercial shoot.
Created by acclaimed photographer Christopher Marona.
It was divine intervention.
Whose entire career is a happy accident.
Mark, I wanted to be you.
Looking at his work, it's hard to imagine this one-time aspiring writer was in his 20s before he ever picked up a real camera, and only after he'd used a plastic Instamatic to shoot pictures for a freelance magazine assignment.
Well, I brought this film back and I took it to the pharmacy, okay, to get developed, right? And I really didn't know that that's not the way professional photographers did things.
The editor was not happy.
Go get yourself a real camera, learn how to use it, and don't ever do that expletive again to me.
Just out of the Army and living in Durango, Colorado, the unemployed carpenter got a second chance a short time later.
It just came out of the blue.
When a friend called, asking him to shoot photos of river rafters.
Within weeks, we had our first architectural job, we had portraits, we had commercial jobs. And when I say we, I mean my wife and I, we thought maybe this has some legs. Maybe we should go ahead and get into this and find out better how to do it and how to do it right.
He did just that. And the rest is history. Christopher has shot major ad campaigns, Hollywood stars, architecture, and his photographs have appeared in the country's best-known newspapers and magazines. Plus, he's published a collection of his Western photography in his beautiful coffee table book, Colorado Cowboys.
I mean, what more could you ask for is to go ahead and spend time out in God's great beautiful land and photograph these people who really appreciate and enjoy it.
All that work reflects the influence of his teachers, masters of architectural photography.
It was studying under Ezra Stoller and Peter Aaron and Dean Collins that gave me mostly a better, higher vision, a national vision of what I could do and how to utilize light.
His favorite subject may be cowboys.
You have to see the light.
But it's his expertise with light that creates and captures the image.
There is this play of light and shadow, so that there is this darkness that kind of surrounds these guys. And I think that it's not so much about these three individual guys, but the spirit of these writers. Because to me, they are a thread from right now to Cowboys 100 years ago.
The American West, and all that goes with it, is a target-rich environment for a photographer.
Well, it is, and it's so rich. First of all, there's the texture of the equipment, cowboy hats, their clothing, their jackets, and it's fun to see how a lot of the saddles are embellished so that they're personalized.
But for Christopher, the West and its people are much more than just another photo op.
And in fact, I feel very important that it is a calling.
He heard that calling when he first moved to Durango, a town where cowboy hats were common.
With that cowboy hat, you seem to have a certain set of values.
Values that revolve around a cherished way of life.
And I just happened to fall in with a bunch of them, and I was fortunate, blessed, in fact, that they would put up with me.
Christopher was invited in, a welcome he never takes for granted.
Yeah, I meet wonderful people that treat me like family. I absolutely just cherish that. For them to go ahead and welcome me into their lives, to go ahead and document it, I do think is truly a blessing.
His Western photography is real. Real cowboys, real cowgirls, living the horseback life they love in beautiful Colorado.
A lot of these people have chosen to live the way they do because everybody that we photograph actually does this. And it's because they themselves value that way of life. And one of the neat things about it is these people like to go to the places that are the prettiest places.
And you're invited to come along in Marona's annual Western Photography Workshop.
It is beautiful.
A week-long horseback trek into the backcountry of the Colorado mountains to shoot cowboys, cowgirls, and the amazing American West.
We want to go ahead and provide a unique and really life-changing experience in our workshops.
Life-changing? Indeed.
It is life-changing because it's an opportunity to get unplugged, just to dive into your photography and to go ahead and drink in the beauty of this incredible wilderness. So all we have to do is worry about, well, clicking the shutter.
And as students take those photographs, they're guided by a seasoned pro to look through their camera in an entirely new way.
If I was to go ahead and accomplish anything, it would certainly be to have my students look at light differently. Have they really stopped and looked at it and see what it does to the subject?
Those brand new to photography will have a teacher who knows how they feel, an accomplished artist with a camera who started out with that plastic Instamatic all those years ago.
I want them to come away very confident that after my workshop, that they can go forward, that they're confident, that they know what to do, to go ahead and get the image that they want, the image that they see in their heads. This is one of the most popular fine art prints that we produced.
It's been quite a journey.
I do feel immensely blessed and fortunate to have found my way into shooting the Western genre. Because certainly this was all uncharted terrain. This was not anything that was on my radar. And it did just kind of avail itself to me. It was almost as though something else directed me to it.
Just like this photograph, you might call it a happy accident.
It wasn't really planned or mapped out because this lead horse does have its lead rope still dangling.
For both Christopher Marona and the rest of us who get to enjoy his beautiful images of today's Wild West. That's it for now. We're back next time with more cool stuff from today's Wild West. I'm Mark Bedore. We'll see you down the trail. For more information on the people and places featured in today's Wild West, or to order show DVDs and books, visit todayswildwest.com. Funding for Today's Wild West provided by the Leggett Foundation